Have you ever felt drained from constantly worrying about what others are doing or saying? It's easy to get caught up in observing, judging, or even envying others, but what does this really achieve? Imagine if all that energy was redirected toward improving yourself and strengthening your connection with Allah. Islam teaches us a profound lesson. Focus on your own journey, and let silence become your strength. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "A part of someone being a good Muslim is leaving alone that which does not concern him." This powerful hadith reminds us to prioritize our own lives and avoid distractions caused by others' actions. In this video, we'll explore why self-reflection and silence are key Islamic principles that lead to inner peace, spiritual growth, and Allah's pleasure. Stay with us to discover how focusing on yourself can transform your life for the better. In Islam, focusing on yourself is not selfish, it's an essential part of your spiritual growth. Allah reminds us in the Quran, every soul is held in pledge for what it has earned. Surah Al-Mudathir 74:38. This verse emphasizes personal accountability. You are responsible for your own deeds, not the actions of others. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us the importance of introspection and self-improvement. He said, "Blessed is the one who is so busy improving himself that he has no time to criticize others." Baihaqi. When you focus on bettering yourself, you strengthen your relationship with Allah and become an example of goodness for others. Islam also discourages excessive involvement in others' lives, especially when it leads to judgment or gossip. The Prophet, peace be upon him, advised, "A sign of a person's good Islam is to leave that which does not concern him." This hadith highlights the value of concentrating on your personal growth instead of being distracted by the faults or lives of others. When you focus inward, you cultivate self-awareness, humility, and gratitude. You begin to identify your shortcomings, seek Allah's forgiveness, and work towards becoming a better Muslim. This is the path to spiritual success, aligning your heart and actions with the teachings of Islam. Silence is a powerful tool in Islam, often overlooked in a world filled with noise and distractions. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever believes in Allah and the last day should speak good or remain silent." Bukhari and Muslim. This profound guidance reminds us that silence is not weakness. It is wisdom, a shield against sin, and a path to inner peace. Guarding your tongue protects you from falling into common traps like gossip, backbiting, and unnecessary arguments, sins that not only harm others but also tarnish your own soul. The Quran warns us, "Not a word does a person utter, except that it is recorded." Surah Kaf 50:18. Every word carries weight, and silence ensures that we avoid speaking in ways that displease Allah. Silence also creates space for reflection and spiritual growth. When we refrain from unnecessary speech, we have more time to focus on zikr, remembrance of Allah, dua, and self-improvement. It allows us to listen more attentively, not just to others, but to our own hearts and Allah's guidance. The lives of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the righteous companions are filled with examples of the power of silence. They spoke only when it was beneficial and chose words that brought people closer to Allah. This practice is a reminder that speaking less doesn't isolate us. It elevates us spiritually and socially. In a noisy world, embracing silence is a form of worship and self-discipline. It helps you build a stronger connection with Allah, avoid conflicts, and live a life of mindfulness and purpose. In Islam, focusing too much on others, whether their actions, faults, or successes, can be spiritually and emotionally damaging. Allah has created each of us with unique tests, journeys, and blessings. When we divert our attention from our own path to scrutinize others, we risk losing sight of what truly matters: our relationship with Allah. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "A person will not be asked about why another person did something. He will be asked about his own actions." This hadith highlights the futility of judging others and the importance of self-accountability. Focusing on others often leads to envy, judgment, or backbiting, sins that erode the soul and distance us from Allah. Moreover, constantly comparing ourselves to others can breed dissatisfaction. Social media and societal pressures amplify this, making it easy to envy someone's outward success while ignoring our own blessings. Allah reminds us in the Quran, "Do not wish for that by which Allah has made some of you exceed others. For men is a share of what they have earned, and for women is a share of what they have earned." Surah An-Nisa 4:32. Focusing on others also wastes valuable time and energy that could be used for self-improvement, acts of worship, or serving others sincerely for Allah's sake. Instead of finding faults in others, Islam encourages us to seek forgiveness for our own mistakes and to ask Allah for guidance. When you shift your focus inward, you begin to grow spiritually, appreciate your blessings, and strengthen your bond with Allah. Remember, true peace lies in striving for self-purification, not in scrutinizing the lives of others. Self-reflection and silence are two powerful practices deeply rooted in Islamic teachings, offering immense benefits for the mind, soul, and character. In a fast-paced world full of distractions, these practices help us pause, assess ourselves, and reconnect with Allah. The Quran reminds us of the importance of self-reflection. "And in yourselves, then will you not see?" Surah Ad-Dariyat 51:21. This verse urges us to look inward and evaluate our intentions, actions, and relationship with Allah. Regular self-reflection allows us to identify our flaws, seek Allah's forgiveness, and strive for improvement. It turns mistakes into lessons, failures into opportunities, and life into a journey towards spiritual growth. Silence complements self-reflection by guarding our tongues and minds. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever remains silent has saved himself." This powerful hadith highlights how silence protects us from sins like gossip, backbiting, and idle talk, which can harm our souls and relationships. By speaking only when necessary or beneficial, we cultivate mindfulness and develop control over our speech, a trait beloved to Allah. These practices also bring inner peace. When we silence the noise around us and focus inward, we become more aware of Allah's presence in our lives. This awareness fosters gratitude, humility, and contentment. Silence also allows us to engage in zikr, remembrance of Allah, and dua, strengthening our connection with Him and calming our hearts. Additionally, self-reflection and silence improve relationships. By reflecting on our own behavior, we become less judgmental and more understanding of others. Silence prevents unnecessary conflicts, creating harmony in our interactions. In essence, self-reflection and silence are transformative. They guide us toward a life of purpose, align our actions with Islamic values, and bring us closer to Allah. Embrace these practices and watch how they elevate your soul and enhance your life in both this world and the hereafter. Focusing on yourself and practicing silence can transform your life, bringing you closer to Allah and helping you find peace amidst the noise of the world. Islam offers clear guidance on how to master these practices and integrate them into daily life. Start your day with intentions. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Actions are judged by intentions." Bukhari. Begin your day by making a sincere intention to improve yourself for Allah's sake. Remind yourself to avoid unnecessary speech and focus on what truly matters: your faith, your character, and your responsibilities. Limit idle talk. Silence is a shield against sins like gossip and backbiting. A practical step is to think before you speak. Ask yourself, is what I'm about to say beneficial? If not, stay silent. The Quran warns, "Not a word does a person utter except that it is recorded." Surah Kaf 50:18. Recognizing the weight of your words helps you speak with purpose and wisdom. Embrace self-reflection. Set aside time daily for introspection. Reflect on your actions, your intentions, and your progress in life. Ask yourself, how can I improve? What areas need more effort? Journaling can be a helpful tool for this, as it allows you to track your growth and hold yourself accountable. Engage in acts of worship. Fill your moments of silence with zikr, remembrance of Allah, Quran recitation, or dua. These acts not only keep your heart engaged, but also strengthen your connection with Allah. When your focus is on worship, the distractions of the world fade away. Avoid comparing yourself to others. The Quran reminds us, "And do not wish for that by which Allah has made some of you exceed others." Surah An-Nisa 4:32. Focus on your blessings and goals instead of comparing yourself to others. Gratitude fosters contentment and redirects your energy toward self-improvement. Spend time alone with Allah. Disconnect from the noise of the world regularly. Use this time to pray, reflect, or simply sit in silence, seeking Allah's guidance. Solitude nurtures clarity, humility, and spiritual strength. By implementing these steps, you'll build a life centered on growth and mindfulness. Remember, true success lies in focusing on your journey with Allah and avoiding distractions from others. In Islam, focusing on yourself and practicing silence are profound acts of worship that lead to self-awareness, inner peace, and closeness to Allah. Every moment spent improving yourself, guarding your tongue, and seeking Allah's guidance is a step toward success in this life and the hereafter. Remember, the journey of self-purification is a deeply personal one. Your focus should always be on pleasing Allah, not on the distractions of others. As you embrace self-reflection and silence, you'll discover a sense of tranquility and purpose that can transform your life. Let your actions inspire others, and trust that Allah rewards every sincere effort you make for His sake. If you found this message inspiring, subscribe to our channel for more Islamic reminders and motivational content. Like this video, share it with others, and let's embark on this journey of self-purification together.